Khadie.
Hello, sweet
Hello.
peach. How are you today?
I am doing
Hope you're
great.
doing well. How is your Saturday going?
So far, so good. So far, good, darling. Except for the sinus headache,
Yes,
but that will go away.
it will pass.
Amen.
I just came live just to talk to people, not to be so discouraged about what is going around them,
Yes.
because everybody is so sad. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope your Saturdays are going well too. We are over here over the pond,
Yes.
and we are listening to you guys. Most of the people over here are brokenhearted. Yes. We are brokenhearted because we know that some of the things that are happening there are like revenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, they are like revenge. They are like kicking somebody when they are down. They are like taking advantage of a people for no reason. This is what I've seen. But most important thing that I have seen is that senile people have jumped into the scene. I was trying to investigate it. There was a time when here in the UK, during the Second World War, the commander-in-chief was Churchill. Okay? Are you all listening? Churchill was the commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
Now, with time, people have come to find out that he had mental illness.
Wow.
If you can remember, this was the man that was in charge of the world's war, the war of the world. And now we have come to see that he is bipolar.
Wow.
He's not only bipolar, he had serious depression.
Wow.
Yes.
Jesus.
And some of us over here, we are looking.
Yeah.
We are looking at this impulsive behaviors. Because I don't understand why all of these behaviors, I don't understand why disrespect the law. Because when you have a law that has been put in place, or like people are saying that Black History Month has been cancelled or is being dampened or things like that. Were these things not put into law when they created them? How come now one person can just come out and say, I don't like it, so I stop it?
Can you imagine?
Or I don't like this other part, I don't like this other thing, and I will stop it. Stop it by what means? By a decree or by parliament going through it? Don't you people have parliament that look at these things and have to ratify them? And I mean, if one person and his group or his people in office can just decide that, yeah, when we come in, this is what we're going to do.
Right.
Can you imagine if a dictator come in? So the dictator can just do what they like?
That's a good question there.
I am confused. I'm totally confused. And I want people to open their eyes and ask and say, okay, so now this man says, so nobody can say against? Is there no opposition that can say against or can talk? I mean, this is not only going to set America upside down. I want people to recognize that it's setting the world upside down. How does it set the world upside down? Other people can come to in their countries and start drawing laws.
You're right.
This is how the United Nations, or what was it called before, the League of Nations, this is how it ended. Because you cannot just say, okay, let's look at DACA. Your parents brought you to the States when you were young. How long does it take for you to get your citizenship? So do you mean that you will never get a citizenship? Is that the law? I'm asking because I don't understand. Because some of the people that are going to be deported, we are accepting that. Oh, they're criminals. That's why they did something bad. That's why.
Yeah.
They did something bad. That's why some of them have been there since they were kids.
True. That's true.
So now they are going to take a kid that was brought up in the U.S., taken to the U.S. at the age of 5, and he grew up in very difficult circumstances, and then now he's 35, but he has been in and out of prison. Okay, now they are going to deport him to where? Sierra Leone, Nigeria, South Africa, or wherever are they going to deport him? This kid doesn't know anything about the country where this man that is going to be deported to this country doesn't know anything about this place.
True.
He was brought into the US or into the UK as a child, as a baby. He was not responsible for where he was taken as a child.
True.
I mean, and what if, Sweet Peach, people are being emboldened by this thing? What if another dictator sits down there and says, okay, well, if you can do that in America, who used to talk against dictators, then I can do that in my own country too. And who is the rest of the world to come and talk?
It's going to give people ideas.
Yeah, this is a somber situation in America. And why, whenever this man comes, must he turn everything upside down? Who said that there are no other ways to do it? Who said that there are no other ways except deporting people? Why does it not have to be that, oh yeah, you have been in that place for 15 years, you've been in prison. So now what we're going to do, we're going to just deport you. We're going to just deport you. Why? How?
I'm telling you.
I mean, what if other countries start saying that if you bring our people, we will take your people?
True. Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at what the Nigerian government said already. I mean,
Nigerian government didn't say that. Don't mind them. Those people, they're lying. They're just thinking of it to happen. Don't mind that. That's a fake news, Sweet Peach.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. It's a fake news.
The president that's speaking out of his own mouth saying that
that's AI. It didn't happen. If it happens, we know the news that is going to carry it. No, that's not true. He didn't say it. I didn't see that anywhere. Yeah, we have 24-hour Nigeria news inside my living room. If I had seen that, and it will not be on social media, it will be on a reputable Nigerian channel.
Yeah,
trust me. So that's not true. Yeah, so that's not true. Don't buy that one. It's not true. Other people, other countries may come up. A lot of countries do not like your country.
True.
Yes. Yeah, they do not like that country. And if you continue like that, what if the biggest opponent now of your country comes up and says, oh, yeah, me too.
Are here.
I'm going to start taking advantage of everybody around the world. This is getting exhausting. And
yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't know why every time this man comes, This man comes, we have to have a story. He has to act like a dictator. Friday. Oh, yeah. Every time he has to act like a dictator. And then, so Americans now want to go around and start pointing fingers and say, oh, this is a dictator. Oh, that leader is a dictator. How are you going to do that? And America is where people have always depended on. A lot of us, our countries plunged into war. Although America did not directly, but indirectly, they gave some form of help, and they gave some form of respite to my country. And a lot of things that happens around the world, people look up to America for a civil reaction. You know what I mean? A civil reaction, a reaction that will be fair to a lot of people. But if you are getting involved in so many of these other kind of things, it makes me worried. It makes me really, really worried about Third World War.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, I don't understand. I really don't understand. And people are just looking at this man, and he can say whatever he wants. And even black people, my country people, I heard today one guy is saying that, yes, I support him. He should take them all back. I'm like, yeah, of course, you will say that.
What if they start doing it over there? He said it in the UK. He's in the UK?
He said it in the, he lives, he has a U.S. citizenship, but he now lives in another country. But he was saying that, yeah, I support the man because some of them are criminals. I want people to understand what makes somebody a criminal. Now, look, now we're not talking about hardcore criminals, those who have killed, those who have taken other people's lives, or those who have done really, really terrible things. I want people to understand that among these people, there can also be people whose justice has not been brought fairly on them. I want them to understand.
You are right.
I want them to understand. And hearing that, people are being chased in the street, I'm like, what?
Can you imagine? I saw one man that I saw. Khadie, I saw one man that they were talking to in the street, like asking him questions, and the man took off so fast. It was a black man. He just ran, and the man picked up his backpack that he left on the ground, and then he went on his phone saying, yes, 500 such and such, telling them where he ran to, like trying to say go after him.
Yes.
The man just ran.
I don't know. I don't understand anymore. I don't know. And 2 plane crash in 1 week.
1 week.
2 plane crash in 1 week.
Yeah.
Why are they not investigating external issues that maybe this may be some form of terrorism? Why are they not doing that? Instead, they are looking at how we are going to scatter everybody here. Look, a house divided is a house vulnerable to attack from anybody.
That is true.
Because people are not paying attention to your security anymore. What they are paying attention is self-preservation. How do I keep myself peaceful? How do I escape not going to work today? Because there was one guy, he's working at the courts. He came to America as a DACA underage kid, and up to this moment he has not yet got the US citizenship, but he works, he behaves well, he's okay.
Yeah.
But he's worried that this law is going to be overturned, and he's worried that if he goes outside he may be asked for his identification. That's crazy.
It is.
It's really, really crazy. I mean, look, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but it's a very uncivilized way to behave to people.
I agree.
Truth be told, let me be fair.
Yeah.
It's a very uncivilized way to behave to people.
Yeah.
And that brings me down where my thoughts take me. Whenever you hear these people behave like this, I, Khadie, I want to take you down one lane that you don't always like to hear. That lane is the lane of SLAVE.
Right.
Imagine you people have lived in that place since the 14th, 15th century. And some of you, the countries where you lived, involuntarily were brought there.
True.
And for somebody now to just sit down and say, we're just going to stop this, we're going to stop that other thing, and to think that these people who are saying that we're going to stop this, we're going to stop that, some of them's parents were not there even when all of these things were, when SLAVE was around.
True.
This your leader right now, his parents, his grandparents were not even in your country by then. So he's also a mere foreigner.
Yeah, you are right.
And this other guy that we're hearing that he's pushing for all of this thing, this super rich guy around the world. Do you all know that he's an African?
That's what I heard.
Do you know? Do you people know that he's an African? He was born in South Africa. He was born in South Africa. He did not even leave South Africa and went to the United States. He went to Canada. He lived there for a while with his parents.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to know also that that guy's parents supported the apartheid regime.
Wow.
This richest man in the world, who some of us don't understand how he came to be American, how he came to be in the United States. Most of them, their parents do not understand SLAVERY.
Yes.
They were not, their ancestors were not there. They were not. Black people came there before these people's ancestors came there. They were late arrivals. They were also migrants into that your country.
Sissi, not crossing you, Priscilla wrote something here to you. She says, Sissi, there aren't enough air traffic controllers to oversee all the air traffic. Yesterday, there was only one on duty, and he went home before the crash.
Yes, I heard about that. And do you know, Priscilla, is it the one, this crash that happened yesterday or the crash that happened before? Was it the one, the first crash?
No, she said, no, she's saying that yesterday there was only one on duty and he went home before the crash, the crash that happened yesterday.
My goodness.
Can you imagine?
Probably. What are the chances that the other air controller went home because he is a darker and he doesn't want to walk in the street at night? What are the chances? Yeah.
Only God knows.
Yes. Yes. Listen to what Joyce Murphy is saying. It's the truth. These people, they don't understand core Americanism. Core Americanism is being civilized. That's why they left Europe and they went to America and made their own country.
Yeah.
Hello?
Jesus.
That's why they left Europe. Some of us who have been in Europe, who studied European history, we know why the people left. We know why. Some of them went away because they didn't want to be in the kind of witchcraft that they were calling it here in the UK. It was called witchcraft. Others didn't want to involve in the kind of paganism that was going on. So they left. They left with their pastors. They went to find a new ground. That's why they went to your country. These people later became all these SLAV mixed up with capitalism, all of this joined together and you arrived the way you arrived for slavery to take place, and all of these people were brought into your country. Those people had a different kind of heart.
Yes.
But these are the ones who left just before the First and the Second World War were different. They're all migrants. And these are your children. These are the children of those migrants you have there now, talking no respect for anybody.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
For me here, I see that as being uncivilized. Anybody who is against foreigners in any country, even in my country, Sierra Leone, we see you as being uncivilized, because in our tradition, you have to give something to the stranger, to the guest. The guest, you have to give cola nut, you have to give water, and if need be, you have to give your sister. If you don't have a sister, guess what else? You give your wife.
Oh, what? Jesus.
You give your wife.
Lord have mercy. Giving your wife?
That's how generous the thought is. That's how generous it is for you to be. That's how generous you must be to your guests. So for us, all this uncivilized behavior, we don't understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Oh, look at what Priscilla is saying. Yes. I mean, let us just expand our mind now, because this is why I'm always on this platform, and I'm always talking, because I know that 70% of the women on this platform are my skin color or have an African heritage or things like that. Yes, for you to understand what we who were left behind, our ancestors, your ancestors who were left behind, how they were thinking, what they were thinking. And these are the people who you believe when they come and tell you that your brothers sold you out. These are the people you believe. No, they wrote it down for you to believe, for you to turn against the African.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They wrote those things for you to turn against the African, because they know that if you get united with that massive continent, it will not be good for them.
Right.
That's why I'm here, to just tell you that. No.
Yeah. We appreciate
Please
you,
do not
Sissi.
copy. I hear a lot of my skin, my kind of people. They join these people to come and say, yes, after all, it's too many foreigners. After all, it's too many crime. There were once foreigners also in Africa when they were running around snatching you.
True.
There were also once foreigners when they went to South Africa during the Second World War, the First World War. There were also foreigners when they arrived in all of these our shores. We welcomed them. We gave them water. We gave them place to repair their vessels.
Yeah.
They gave them food. Some of them didn't go anymore because they were scared of the roughness of the sea.
Yes.
And they stayed and became what they became, oppressors. And these people, this man who is standing right beside Donald Trump, his people came from apartheid, where they say that the human being, the black human being, is less than them. They are more, they are superior. Wherefore, all of these things that they're doing, it stems of racism. Nothing else.
Yeah, a lot of people say
nothing else. It stems of that. And you as a black person who just will get up now and start saying that, oh yes, there are too many, let some of them go. Go where?
Love and likes, my people. Can you imagine?
Do you know If some countries tell you the amount of U.S. citizens in their countries, you will say, what are they doing there?
Mm-hmm.
They live there. But because they live there where people respect them.
Right. You are right about that.
They live there as respectable citizens. They live there as human beings. Don't accept this. Don't accept it. Don't see it as normal. It's not normal. It's not right. I live in the United Kingdom. Nobody will just get up and just say, I'll deport, I'll change, I'll this. You go according to the law, isn't it?
You should.
Why are we just saying, I will make it, I will decree, I? What is this I thought you are in a federal republic. Come on, America. You can do better than deporting some poor people.
Mm-hmm.
The people are so poor. They come to your country. What do you have? 100 times what you have. These people will never see it in their lives. Yes, Papa, I did. It's you. They will never see it in their lives. 100 times the amount of water you used to shower a day in America is what some families will go through in a month.
That's true.
So why deport them? Why treat the people as if they are criminals? That is, they're that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. Secretary, I have to go. It's too much, man. It's too much.
It is.
It's too much.
But we thank you for coming and speaking, Sissi. It is a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sissi, it's all right. So right. What can we do? We just got to keep praying. We got to keep praying. Tina, if you're still here, try to request now. Because all of a sudden, just now when we had that little glitch there, all of a sudden the comments start going back up. So maybe that means that the request might work now. If you still want to come and speak. Sissi, thank you so much for, for speaking as well. And your knowledge is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, because you are 100% correct. I do believe that a lot of countries and different places, they might start to say, okay, well, if they're doing that, well, this is what we're going to do too, and so forth. And for all those people out there that are cheering and saying, yes, keep it going and do this and do that, you must not have no family that, travels or go places, because even though your family might all have been born in US or UK or wherever, hello, you still got to be traveling. You're still going to be going places. So you're still in the numbers of the people that could be affected in one way or the other. Because if you come to America, or if you're leaving America and you're traveling to go somewhere else, you got to be praying to God that the plane make it there safe and that it make it back safe when you're coming back as well.